Oh, can you hear me?
Who the fuck are you? Have you seen Steins Gate?
I sure as hell have not.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious. I've only seen...
I was trying to kick you, but I left instead.
Oh.
That was really dumb. And I apologize for being that. Okay, so you've never seen Steins Gate?
Nope, never. Well, I mean, like, I
once.
think I've seen episode 1, maybe,
That's
but it was
good
a
enough.
really long time ago.
Arguably, the most important element of a show such as this is the characterization. I'm usually not a big fan of otaku types, especially the oh-so-wacky zany weirdos. Steins Gate has some compelling character moments, but looked at as a whole, the cast is constructed out of a heap of annoying cliches, a collection of Muppets, if you will.
I'm picturing an Okabe Muppet, and I'm like thinking, like, that would be the coolest thing ever, though. Like, it'd be
As a
great.
Muppet?
Yeah, like, no, like one of those Jim Henson Muppets, you know, like the with like the mouth.
So the whole story structure was obviously directly taken from the VN. Did you know this was a VN?
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay, shut up.
I did actually.
Which was a terrible idea since it didn't fit cohesively with the TV show format. With all these side quest episodes for secondary characters just popping up right in the middle of some dramatic goings on. What's with the instances in the story where it was clear that the player in the VN would have had to make a gamey decision? Those scenes were just badly implemented, and that's coming from a guy who doesn't even play that many VNs.
But enough games that I know a bit about structure and narrative.
Hey. Steins Gate is kind of weird in the fact that, yes, it is a VN. Yes, there are certain aspects of the story where, as you can see, there are many girls in this show.
Of course, right.
So
of course.
there are going to be episodes that are dedicated to a certain girl's problems because of the story. So I don't necessarily see them as side quests because they are kind of important.
I don't have a problem with taking some time to flesh out a certain character. Seems fine to me. I don't know. But I haven't seen it, so
In conclusion, this is not the worst show I've ever seen by any means, but it's also not the masterpiece most people seem to see it as. Maybe it just aged badly, quite like me in that regard, I suppose.
Oh, jeez, what a harsh self-diss. Like, you don't need to do that to yourself, buddy. Holy
I know,
crap.
right? This is kind of why I don't like weebs. Their entire personality revolves around how shitty they are.
Oh, man.
Because they watch anime.
Yeah, I don't, man, I'm not into that. I don't know, people calling themselves isekai trash because like, oh, I'm trash, I just eat whatever comes out of the Japanese teat, you know? Like,
yeah, man, have some pride in yourself. Do you hate Steins Gate yet?
No, I don't hate it yet.
Well, listen up. This anime has its very good quirks, including the mind-blowing plot, mind-fucking time travel, and it's a little bit of romance to the end. My only problem is that, to me, the show is very slow and boring. I also really have a problem with the characters. They don't really explain it great. On top of that, the way the show starts, I did not know what the fuck was going on, but as I kept watching, everything started to make sense. This anime...
That's kind of how shows go, right?
Yeah. This anime really leaves you on, in the end, to want to know what's going to happen next, and how to find a way to blank blank blank. Let me conclude this by saying the anime is good. But it's not a masterpiece either. And for me, what really made me almost drop the show was the begging was so all over the place.
The what?
The begging. It was so all over the place. I think he meant beginning.
Oh, okay.
But hey, that's just my opinion. You might have another, and that is perfectly fine. But to me, it's just really overrated. Other than that, I hope you like my almost easy to understand review. Follow me for more easy reviews, and I'm just trying to do people a favor by not having to read long-ass reviews.
What was even his opinion, actually? There wasn't a whole lot to that review.
Hey, listen, it's almost easy to understand, okay? And it's not a long-ass review, okay?
Okay. This was the most overhyped piece of trash anime I've seen in my life. Calling it a disappointment would be an understatement. Oh man, I regret spending all those hours drudging through this dreary, pretentious show. Oh, I feel that. Maybe I'm being overly critical. It's just a matter of it not aging well. Another guy, not aging well. It seems like this is a pattern. After all, a lot of amazing sci-fi has been released since this anime first aired. Movies like Interstellar, Inception, and Edge of Tomorrow. Hell, even Looper. A movie nobody probably even remembers.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
everyone remembers that now. I mean, especially after Rian Johnson on The Last Jedi, so... all come to mind as having similar elements but being superior in every way, from plot to character development to the underlying mechanics of time travel they choose to adopt. See, that's another thing. I don't understand the criticism of, like, it's not as good as other things, therefore it's bad, right? Like...
So what you're trying to say is that Steins Gate is bad because Hunter x Hunter is good.
That's right. That's it. There we go. Steins Gate is a badly disguised harem anime that tries to be whimsical and deep, but just comes across as cringy and shallow. The delusional, grandiose ramblings of the MC somehow attracts a one-dimensional tsundere with daddy issues and intellectually disabled trumpet. Oh my gosh. A scantily clothed Neet, a trap shrine maiden, a Neko maid that ends every sentence with nyan. Does anything else even need to be said? Okay. Yeah. I am really interested in watching this show now. But okay, listen, like, since I watched ReZero, and I've watched it twice now, I'm pretty much convinced that no character is as bad as their design, right? Mm-hmm. Just because they're designed weird, or they act strange, or they're like this weird trope of anime doesn't make them a bad character.
It's interesting. You've watched ReZero.
I have. I've watched it twice now. So
leave in the comments if you want us to do ReZero.
Before people or fans start to tattletale about my review, please, this is my opinion, so chill, cat ears. Yeah, I mean, all right, tattle to who?
I'm gonna fucking report this fucking review, I'll tell you what.
The story, from what I got, is about a scientist trying to make a time machine with the use of a cell phone and a microwave. It sounded unbelievable, but I kept going to see this interesting take. Later on, the show began to make me feel bored with that I knew was going to happen, and that was all science talk and the knowledge to know about such of it. That's impressive. That's an impressive sentence right there. I'm starting to question my sanity, because I feel like maybe earlier on I was filling in words for him without even noticing. Anyways, around him, he is helped with his friends, but they look distraction as comical or for breaks to acknowledge what we learned about the time travel. I think this is another one of those, I don't use, English is not my first language, maybe, potentially.
No, definitely. That's why he's an Evangelion fan.
Yeah. I get. Wait, what does that have to do with someone being foreign? I don't understand.
We don't need them here.
We don't need them here. Go
back.
Evangelion fans, go back to. The sub would be recommend. I mean, yeah, I should probably watch it in English sub too, Music was also great. Art and everything was all great. The only problem was the show plot and many talk of science and theories make it better. That last one, make it better. Like, fix it. Go fix this show and
no
redo
science. We need more conspiracies.
Make it better. Just remake it with less science and less.
No more science. The world revolves around the sun. Wait. That's science. Fuck.
Science. You messed it up. Oh, man.
No science. A show about science. Get rid of the science. Show better. Well, do you hate Steins Gate yet?
Nah, not really. Maybe we won't get to any convincing arguments because there's no convincing arguments that don't have spoilers, so...
The first half was terrible, and everyone knows it. Yet various opinions on the internet tell you to push through, and it gets good. But it doesn't! How can a show with a crappy first half and an okay second half be considered good? My guess would be because everyone wants to think they understand time travel, and this show helps to stroke their ego. Other reasons would probably be the Chunibyo, I forgot to say that word. Chunibyo trope. God damn it.
Chunibyo. It's Chuni. Just like Chuni.
Chunin. Trope main character that weeaboos love. Hanakana forcing out a catchphrase that would probably sound like a rusty metal scraping together if it wasn't her saying it. And pervert jokes that only cherry boys find clever. That's...
Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Doo-doo-doo. That doesn't sound like a rusty nail scraping together, does it?
Yeah, it does. It makes me want to kill myself.
Damn it.
If you're not Hanakana saying it, it's not cute.
Man. I guess I should put more emphasis in it. Hold on. Doo-doo-doo.
Ah! What the fuck was that?
Well, I was just trying to make the noise, man. I was trying to make the doo-doo-doo sound.
Too hard to be black has a point, man. I watched this show when it came out, and again recently. It's still meh. 2 out of 5. Except for that trap. Saving grace of the show. 2.5 out of 5.
Well, at least he has taste, you know?
Steins Gate is crammed with internet culture, memes, and easy-dash attractive female protagonists. A better name for this show would be Waifu Gate, and it's an anime that pads time with the sound of cicadas.
Okay, hold on. I gotta pause right here. Crammed with internet culture, memes, and memes. Okay, I've heard clips of the English dub of this show, and it is truly awful.
Oh, is it?
Funimation did the dub. All of his Chuni nonsense, they dubbed it over with like memes and stuff. Like at one point, Okabe says like that cake is a lie or something, and I'm like, so this person probably watched the English dub. So I just wanted to field that because he's not wrong about the English dub. That is.
At one point, there are several attractive women sharing a single room with 2 other men. These characters are between 16 and 19 years old. How is every single character except the landlord a virgin? My only guess is to relate-pander to the target audience.
It's not the most ridiculous thing about the plot. I mean, I can already tell that.
I'm gonna say one thing right now. It's not that surprising for a man and a woman to share a room and not fuck each other. Especially when they're sober. I think X-Chum is just wants them to fuck. Well, does that convince you?
No.
What do you mean? I
really believe these people that dislike Steins Gate are the equivalent of anime flat earthers, right? I mean, you know, it's starting to add up like that, you know? Like, the earth isn't really round, that's all just hype.
When I turned on Steins Gate, I was hoping for a serious expose on microwaves and time travel. I am currently sticking things into my microwave to see if they pass the time-space mesh and show up in my memories when I was a small person. Ever since I can remember, last week, I have been experimenting with microwaving objects. When I heard Stein had unlocked the secrets to time travel, I knew that all these hours standing very close to the microwave were not just rewarded with a slight head buzz, but also with science. As I watched the drama of teenage love, through constant bouts of panic and nihilistic philosophical rants in front of the mirror, I couldn't help but wonder when it was going to break down the proper mythology of sending a frog back in time. All I could get was a thick black goo all over the place.
Oh my gosh!
Needless to say, it was not a documentary, but I should mention that the redhead was actually Lilith, the lady in red, who shows up now and again to represent the horror of confusion in modern illuminations. I would constantly draw a hex for warding and fear, not cretins. I would also draw protection from the back of my dollar bill from the evil eye. I could relate to the main character because he was also a mad scientist. This one time I built a hat that blocked the government from spying on me.
This has gotta be a joke, right? Like, for sure. It's pretty good. It's got such good timing. Like I said, that last sentence, the one time I built a hat that blocked the from spying on me, like, that's just too good.
That's way too relatable.
Steins Gate review by yours truly. Alright. Time machine, leaping through time, time traveler, changing the past, see the future, Deus Ex Machina. One might call it bull, semicolon shit. Oh my gosh. Everyone always seems too amazed by someone who talk about science. Some people understand and some people don't understand. But when you know, people who understand will start an argument and people who don't understand simply don't care. In all seriousness, I don't give a crap. Science is bullshit and I don't like it, period. Oh wait, I can make an exception if it's regarding how to make a 12-year-old boy stay 12 forever.
Boy?
Delicious.
Boy?
Oh, girl.
What?
I'm sorry.
Wait, what do you...
Oh,
Whoa!
sorry. I thought I said boy because I think I read I conflated girl and stay. Anyways, all right, let me read that again.
You might have.
Oh wait, I can make an
issues that you gotta worry
exception.
about.
Okay. Give me a second. Shut up. Oh wait, I can make an exception if it's regarding how to make a 12-year-old girl stay 12 forever. Delicious.
The damage has already been done. Even Discord's trying to cut you off.
Do you hate Steins Gate yet?
No.
Well, I hate it now. So we're ending this.
Did we learn anything today?
We learned that the government spies on us.
$100円ください。